Hello everyone, this is Miguel9398 and welcome back to TheRage Direct. It's been quite a while since the last one, but due to unfortunate turn of events, I'm sad to say that the planned releases for Miguel9398 Phase 1 HD for Citra and Miguel9398 Ultimate Modpack will be delayed. The same goes for my Minecraft channel, which I'm trying to range episode 7 from 5 minutes to 10 minutes of combat and dialogue will be on indefinite hiatus or possibly cancelled due to me aging up so fast and the Minecraft community is getting a bit troublesome over the years. Sorry for the inconvenience. There is possibility that my ideas and concept will be utilized on someone else's animated series project. I won't mind at all. Feel free to take it. But let's move on to some upcoming Smash Ultimate mod highlights. Pokemon's Reshiram and Torkoal are finally here. Took it up with the legendary Pokemon of the Unova region, Reshiram. Its cries is from the anime, which heavily uses the same cries and sounds as the Godzilla films. As for Torkoal, I provided a voice to try and replicate the anime. Do keep in mind that I'm avoiding using AI generated voice for Torkoal, as by site standards, using of AI generated art and voice clips are forbidden. Release for both Reshiram and Torkoal will be available later this July. White Mage and Moogle gets a new update. This update will add a new alternate download for the player's experience. Extras! Goes over Rosalina and Luma's Season 8 up to Season 15. Voices won't be mute for additional slots. This update will be available today after this presentation. And partnership with Ares, White Mage and Moogle, alongside other Square Enix characters from Mario Sports Mix, will have their own CSS slot. More details for it on Ares' part. So, what do you think? This next segment will be my last announcement. I will discuss Mighty No. 9's Beck in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate today. So without further ado, let's begin.
Well, there's no turning back now. All right, let's do this.
Alright, hello everyone, this is Miguel398 and I will be discussing on Mighty Number 9's Beck, the definition and origin of his game, and the development references. So without further ado, I'll start off with the introduction. So, what is Mighty Number 9? For those who don't know, this was a supposed spiritual successor to Mega Man by Concept, now level 5 Concept, after Capcom pulled the plug on all Mega Man content in the early 2010s. It was shown on PAX Prime 2013 by Keiji Inafune, the quote-unquote father of Mega Man. He was working with the Blue Bomber since his debut in 1987 as a character designer, but however, he wasn't the one who designed it. Not only he was a Mega Man designer, but also worked on other Capcom games such as the original Street Fighter arcade, Lost Planet, Dead Rising, and Onimusha series. But his most popular character that he created was Zero from the Mega Man X series, and then the Mega Man Zero series. Unfortunately, I don't do Zero as someone already working on a Zero mod before, but let's move on. After he left Capcom in late 2010s, he formed Concept, which was created for being a design and production studio, not exactly a full-time indie game development company. As for the game, Mighty Number 9 is a 2.5D jump-and-shoot Mega Man style game with heavy amount of combos and speedrunning. In order to defeat an enemy, you have to weaken them and run through them with your dash or accelerate. At the end of the stage, you'll face with a boss, dodge attacks, defeat them, and grab their power-ups. This is what you call reselection. Now that's pretty much it for the game, but what about the mod? Well, I highly did not utilize the reselection in Beck's movesets, but it is accessible as one of his alternate costumes in the game. I will explain more on that later. Moving on to the development of this mod, I actually started making this back in Smash 3DS for requests. This was requested by Doka Dragon or Rio. This was my second Mega Man import mod in this game, as my first one was the N64 Classic Mega Man, which was already ported to Smash Ultimate as a mod. Originally, I was thinking that I would be doing just one skin, like no alternate costumes, but Rio insisted me to do all of the outs, even though I didn't have the models for the reselection. But a recolor of the base form is alright, and finished making it on May 7, 2019, with some praises by the Smash 3DS community. Although plans for him porting to Ultimate with all of the recolored costumes from the 3DS was considered in 2020 when Acropolis and Skyline were announced, but work for him didn't fully started until late April of this year. Porting him from the 3DS to Ultimate was super easy, but I decided to work from scratch as UVs for the 3DS version were all messed up. It took me a week to finish him up alongside with the hard knuckle and left arm. But other textures such as normal map and PRM weren't finalized. It was all thanks to Messy Product, who showed me creating your own normal map using an online site. So I created this texture for the height map and it generated as I expected. With the help from Aero, he was able to provide me some Beck reselection models, even his DLC one as well. It took me most of May and the entirety of June to finish up the costumes, giving them different normal maps and PRM maps, creating ink maps, and all of the hand models. I gave it an extra mile by creating one slot nameplate, extra costume slots, placing Mega Man with 15 costumes, replacing his Final Smash characters, and coding my own Skyline plugin for the extra slot effects to work. I'm also working on a CSS slot as well, but currently it's still buggy and not prepared to release at the moment. Even today, I'm still continuing working on him along with some side projects and commission mods as well. Next, I will be talking about the references and costumes. C00 and C01 are his default outfit, but C01 shows him wearing his visor, something that he don't use in his game but did use in another game called Mighty Gunvolt Burst. C02 up to C09 are based on his reselection weapons, which you can get by defeating the Mighty Numbers bosses. C10 is based on Mega's Cell form, which you can only get if you pledge $60 or more on their Kickstarter, as it is exclusive to them. C11 is based on Trinity. Don't get confused with Dark Beck from Mighty Gunvolt Burst, though I've seen some resemblance. Maybe one day this could be added. C12 is his gold form, which can only be accessible if you are one of the early backers who pledged $60. C13 is the Retro Hero, aka Minecraft Beck. This is also a DLC outfit that you can use in the game's Maniac mode. Yes, you can actually purchase this DLC as of now. Lastly is C14, which is his beta design. The textures are different than in the final version. You can see a glimpse of the beta color in the Retro Hero as well. Initially, adding an extra costume on Mega Man would cause the effects to go white. This is because the color of the effects are not handled in the effect file. Instead, it was handled in ACMD or AnimCMD. This could stay true in Smash 4 as well. So in order to fix this, I have to create a Skyline plugin for the first time. This is all thanks to C#, Melly Santana, and TNN on Discord for their expertise in Skyline coding. Unfortunately, if you want to move certain costumes to certain slots for the effects, you have to make your own Skyline plugin. Not even one slot effect could help. I already tried. And finally, it's the final smash. I will list the characters here on the screen right now. The reason I put Ekiro from Galgun in Beck's final smash is because she was one of those playable characters in the game Mighty Gunvolt and Mighty Gunvolt Burst, alongside with Azure Striker. Unfortunately, I don't have space to include Gunvolt as most of his appearances are all 2D sprites. Unless I create a 2D or 8-bit Beck mod, I might be able to include Gunvolt as well. That's all for Beck. Unfortunately, due to the CSS slot causing issues on my part, I cannot release this mod today. More info for the CSS slot will be on my Discord. Ares is trying to fix my problems as this is my first time doing this. I've really taken the extra mile for a skin of Mega Man, but that's about it. That's all for today's TheRage Direct. Thank you all for watching.